Welcome to the Future Peaks podcast. I'm your host, Dario Martinho, and today our guest is Simon Genta. Simon is a consulting practice manager at Branchspace. He brings over a decade of experience in management consulting with a track record of delivering impactful results across industries. At Branchspace, Simon has been creating successful customer relationships, implementing effective business development strategies, and optimizing operational efficiency, all with the ultimate goal of helping airlines unlock their digital potential. Welcome, Simon Genta. Simon, you've had an impressive career in consulting, and now you're bringing your experience to Branchspace. Can you start by telling us a bit about your journey and how you became passionate about digital transformation in the airline industry?
Yes, sure. First, thank you very much, Dario, for having me. Happy to be here. Well, my journey is quite simple. I'm a pure baby consultant. So I started consulting right after my school, management consulting. I started in Europe in the management consulting world in financial services. And I did this in Asia after that. I went to Hong Kong for a few years. And then I came back to my home country, France, while I still did consulting, but there I was multi-sector. So I was not only financial services, but I worked with transportation companies, helicopter manufacturers. So I kind of enlarged my scope of clients. And now why digital transformations in the airline industry? So digital transformation, of course, I was working on this before, as I was saying, in the financial industry and other sectors. And actually, airline industry, I came there a bit by randomly, I would say. I saw this offer from Branchspace, and actually, just to make it clearer, my role today is not much a consultant role; is more kind of operation management role. So, if I make an analogy with, let's say, a simple one like a Formula One team, I'm the engineer who is maintaining the car, making a nice and better car every day, for my pilots to actually race in the weekend and to have the best car to deliver to our clients. So I'm not a consultant anymore. I'm more, again, ensuring that the team is working well and in the best conditions. But airlines, actually, I discovered airlines while working with Branchspace. I'll be very frank. And it's funny because in the team, I'm the only one who doesn't have any experience in airline. And actually, I discovered a sector that for consultants is very interesting. There's a lot of digital transformation stakes in there. The industry is moving now, and again, a lot of work for a consultant who loves digital transformation. So that's why I was attracted. And actually, I have to admit that I'm starting to get the virus of airline industry. I'm starting to actually love what I do and love the industry and the people who are working with. So, in a nutshell, how I ended up here.
Oh, that's great. And Branchspace is now a well-known company in the industry, and we're an IATA strategic partner for digital innovation. What attracted you to work with us? What sets our approach apart in this industry?
Yes, good point. So as I was mentioning right before, it's an industry which is like now starting a significant digital journey, and we'll maybe have a chance to discuss about that later. But there is it's an amazing playground, if I may say, for consultants when it comes to digital transformation. What attracted me to work with Branchspace is the fact that, and that's what I did in the past as well, we have what I call an end-to-end consulting approach. So we are able to work with our client very early when they kind of draw their IT strategy when it comes to commercial IT. So sit with them and design the future, if I may say, design the strategy for the coming years. And we stay with them until the deployment of potential solutions. So in the consulting world, you have a lot of what we call strategy consulting. So people who are here with the clients very early stage, but they, I would say, disappear in the middle when it comes to deployment. We don't. We actually help the client from the very beginning of his strategy works down to the deployment of the solution we helped him to select. So that's the main reason to me. Then other reasons, we have amazing people in the team, super high level experts. So it's a very challenging environment that makes me, I think, a better consultant every day. And the team, yeah. So experts, knowledge, but also a very nice team, very dynamic team. So that's what made me, I think, work for Branchspace.
That's great to hear. Can you share now a bit about your approach to building successful partnerships with airlines?
Yes, sure. Well, we don't have a magic recipe when it comes to building partnership. I think the very first thing to me, and that's what I keep saying to young consultants when they join the company, is that we are in a way selling a product. We are selling consulting, brains, and at the end of the day, ideas and innovation. So to build a successful partnership, it starts by the delivery quality. Like when you sell a product, if you sell a very high quality product, your customer will keep buying your product and become very, again, attached to your brand. It's same in consulting. If you deliver super high quality, you will build for sure, with no doubt, a successful partnership. Then it's a matter of trust. There is a lot of human, I would say, in the consulting world. So it's building human relationship based on trust. And the last element, I would say, we have at Branchspace a long-term commitment with our clients, because consulting projects can be very short. You can have a 2-3 month assignment. We do have this kind of assignment, but for us, it's an assignment that will call another one. So we really want to build a strong and long-term relationship with our clients to actually grow together. We are today a fairly small consulting company, but we have very high ambitions. We will only grow if we have strong partners next to us. So that's why I think it's very important to approach this as a long-term commitment with our clients.
And this term digital transformation is something that we often hear, but it can mean different things depending on the context, right? So from your perspective, what does digital transformation specifically mean for airline retailing?
It's a very interesting question. And it's a question actually we should ask ourselves every day. Because digital transformation, as you may have heard, Dario, I'm French. In French, we call that I would say, at least 5 different ways over the years, digital transformation. So it can mean different things. To me, to make it very simple, it's we with the help of technology, we are putting technology on top of processes. Let's say 50 years ago, we had papers, and today we have a chance to have computers and calculations capacity and all of these things that computer brought to help us improving the processes. And it can be seen everywhere. For example, today we are able to read automatically invoices. 20 years ago, it was someone who was reading the invoice. Today, it's made automatically. So that brings higher productivity. When it comes to the airline, we have a hundreds, if not thousands, of use cases where digital transformation can help. Today, you can book a ticket on your phone. This is digital transformation. You can add in a few seconds a luggage to your booking. This is digital transformation. So I would say it's everywhere. There is no specific meaning. It's just that it's the world is changing today thanks to digital, and airlines are definitely catching the wave today to make their customers actually to provide to their customer the better journey and to maybe better understand their customers too. So yes, these two last elements actually are key. Thinking about it, if it helped in a way airlines, it's like it helped airlines to better understand their customers, and it's also helped airlines to, since they better know their customer, to provide better offers and tailor offers to their customers.
And speaking now about challenges, what are some of the most common challenges you see airlines facing when getting started on their digital transformation journey?
Yeah, good question. I wouldn't make it specific to airlines here again, but there are challenges and challenges airlines are facing, but not only airlines, other sectors are facing the same challenges. The first one to me is that it's a world, digital transformation is a moving animal. It's in perpetual evolution. So you have to follow. There are innovations every day. We hear a lot about AI these days. This came within the last few years and it came very quickly. And today we start to see use cases in the industry and it's hard to follow. So this is where, to me, consultants must have added value because they are the one who are supposed to follow these evolutions and they are the one who are supposed to define how we can apply this to a sector. So that's the first difficulty. The second one is that you have a lot of technology providers, and more. So the competition is very high, and sometimes for the airlines, it's hard to read this world because you have one need, but you have 20 companies who are able to answer your need. So you have to learn how to swim in these waters, if I may say. So this is also complex. And the last one, and it's all, most of the time it's forgotten, whatever the project you are launching, is what we call consultants, the change management. When you start a digital transformation journey, the first thing clients are thinking about is the tool. And they don't think about the impacts these tools can have when we will deploy them, impacts on processes, impacts on people as well. So I think the challenge as well is on the people side to be sure that you have all your employees committed to your journey and understanding your journey to be sure that, again, the transition is seamless, not only for the customer, but also for your employees. So I think, yeah, these are the three biggest challenges to me when it comes to digital transformation.
And how does the consulting team help airlines overcome this challenge?
Well, totally in line with what I said before. With the very first point is the methodology, the approach. And this approach, we have the technology piece, of course, it's a big part of it because we are a digital consulting company. But in our methodology, there is not only technology, there is also processes, change management, and again, ensuring that the transition will be seamless again for the customer and for the employees. So I think that's the very first point. The second one, and it's the key one, is that we bring deep expertise. We are a consulting company that is working today only with airlines. So we understand them very well. And we are not what I call generalist consultants, like consultants who are able to work in multiple sectors. They bring added value in a way. We are adding an additional added value by the fact that, again, we speak the very same language as our customers. And this is a very strong difference. Last point, you mentioned before that we were an IATA partner, and actually we are sitting in some IATA working groups. So we also contribute to shaping the future. So we are working with customers on one side, but on the other side, we also work with IATA to design what will be the future of airline digital. So I think these three elements make us a preferred partner, an amazing partner for our clients today.
And are there any specific examples that you could share where our consulting team is making a significant difference in this digital transformation project?
I think British Airways is a good example. British Airways started its journey to offer an order management recently, a few years ago, and they started with us. So we were there at the very beginning to, again, design the future strategy, the future approach, draw it, and today they are, in a way, deploying it, implementing it. Our added value was at different levels. So at the very beginning, with our senior experts, to kind of design the solution with them. We help them to select the technology provider they are working with today. And we are still with them today to deploy this technology. So the added value is from the pure high-level expertise side, strategy side, and also on the technology and tool side, where we are, again, working hand in hand with them to deploy the solution we selected for them. So that's, to me, the very best example, and it's very representative of our approach to consulting.
Our consulting team grew significantly lately. What is the recipe, let's say, to make it work?
Well, same here. We don't have a magic recipe, but indeed, we grew significantly lately, and the coming years will definitely stay in the same momentum, if I may say. I see three things. First, we have to remain reasonable. So we have to maintain a sustainable growth. So sustainable growth to ensure two things: to ensure we guarantee a good delivery and a high level of delivery quality to our clients. And secondly, to ensure that we take enough time to hire the best profiles to join our team. So that's the very first point. So in a way, maintain a high level of expectation when it comes to recruitment and when it comes to delivery. And the other element is the internal processes. So again, we are a fairly small team today, but we have to structure a bit this team to ensure that when it grows, we have proper processes in place and we don't lose time in a kind of firefighting when it comes to again, recruitment, business development, finance management, etc., etc. So bring a bit of structure to this to ensure that we have a sustainable growth.
And we would like to keep growing. So if you were advising someone starting their journey in airline consulting now, what would be your top recommendations?
Yes, I had two initially recommendations when I was in my past life in other work, in other sectors. I have a third one now. So I'll start by the two common. One is, an ability to work in a highly demanding environment. Consulting is demanding. You are facing your clients every day. Clients have expectations towards you. So you must be able to deliver in a highly demanding environment. That's, to me, the very first point. Can be stressful sometimes, so also able to handle stress. Second, and it can look a bit cheesy, but it's a constant desire to bring added value to and solve problems to your customer. Your customer will come with problems every day, and he will expect you to solve these problems and to come with innovative solutions sometimes, solutions at least. So you must have this constant desire to innovate and bring added value to your client. And the third one I discovered with before Branchspace, but mainly with Branchspace, is the passion for the sector. Definitely, I'm surrounded at Branchspace by people who love the airline industry, who are passionate by the airline industry, and our customers are too. And it's actually quite satisfying to see people who love consulting, but on top of this, they love the sector, they love the airline. So that would be to me the third recommendation. It's like, if you want to join us, you should like the sector and feel some passion for the sector. And as I was saying before, I'm starting to get the virus, and I have to agree that it's a very very interesting and passionate sector.
Definitely. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Dario. Thank you for having me.